Hi guys, what's going on? This is Namkraft. Welcome to the Starcraft English commentary. We're going to be witnessing another one of those guaranteed to be epic, awesome, handpicked, juicy, explosive, climatic kind of games. Dramatic between these two players. We're going to be having on the one hand BTS, aka True, aka Alone, aka a nobody, because nobody knows who this guy is really. He is not really one of the top players out there. He's not a pro gamer, he's almost a pro lamer, but against him is going to be none other than Snow, everyone's favorite Protoss player, the prince that was never almost quite promised to us. I mean, he was out there for a while, about to make history to himself for himself in several ASL seasons, but after 20 seasons, he's still out here looking for his first gold. So that is going to be something we're going to be looking at here. And this is part of the Laddernet series. So these guys are just playing some random games together to warm up for their pro leagues, or maybe just to get ready for the ESS and so forth. This is not a sponsored game, and so we shall expect some crazy shenanigans by both of these players. Anyways, the map is going to be, wait, hold on, what is this map? This is Deja Vu, I believe, and looks like we are going to be having a 12 Nexus opening out here for Snow, which is slightly unfortunate because he's going to be facing against Spawning Pool first. Is this 12 pool or 9? But he was 9 pool. Sorry guys, I missed it. I'm so sorry. I'm not a professional caster. I am just somebody who loved this game so much, and we're going to be having this probe coming out, and he's checking. He's just running around looking for any kind of the sign of the Overlord, and the Overlord will arrive, and does Snow will see it? That's going to be the question. He will not. We will have the Forge getting created here, and the Overlord will see that this is going to be a delayed Forge. We will have Zerglings. No, the drones will get pulled. Already we have some crazy fight going on here. We're going to be having how many Zerglings? Just one pair of Zergling and not more. And Snow is going to be coming out here scouting at the top record map. This is going to be some very sick attack here. Let's see how well he gets he prepares himself for this. Hold on, I need to turn on off that other side of the map, and indeed we're going to be having it going down. The drones are coming out. I guess the Zerlings will not make it on time. This is the reason why we will have the drone come out to support. The cannon is coming out. This probe we need to check, and now Snow knows that he's in deep pothole. He's going to have to retreat, and we are going to be seeing probe coming from below the line, above the line I mean, and this probe is damaged. It gets sniped right away. The cannon, will it come up or not? We're going to be having a second cannon probably to come out here. The Zerlings are almost arriving. Already we have some crazy action right at the start of the bat here. The drone's going to do some 6 shots. No drones are destroyed. They're all alive. We need to have a block. The cannon was cancelled. Looks like one probe down. We might have another probe getting destroyed. So the Zerg is going to be falling. The Nexus will it get cancelled? I'm not so sure. You need to block correctly. Very nice micro from Jon Snow, King of the North. He's going to have to surround hard. The cannon is almost completed, but we're going to be having Zerglings coming from all sides. They would try to go inside the main. No, not yet. Not quite. Only 2 Zerglings make it inside the main. What is going to be happening here? Looks like more Zerglings coming out, and already we're having some crazy shenanigans. I'm very glad I get to cast this game with you guys. Already 3 minutes and 30 seconds of the game, and we have probe chasing 2 Zerglings in the main. There's going to be more Zerglings. Do we have Zergling with speed? I guess we don't. The cannon is kind of on the backside. We might have a Zergling surround on that cannon. We have to be super careful. This probe is trying very hard to micro, and looks like the Zerglings are waiting to dive in. More Zerglings are going to get created. We don't have any gas at all from True. He's all in here. He's going to attack, and it looks like probe gets put at just the right moment. He blocked correctly or not? Yes, they do block correctly. Some nice, insane micros. At the last minute, looks like the cannon will hold. The cannon will hold, and all of these Zerglings get pushed back supply-wise. BTS, aka True, aka Alone, aka Noob, is 18, and Snow is 16. Of course, all of those, Psy or whatever supplier in the form of Zerglings. So we're going to be having those Zerglings rendered useless in just a couple of seconds, and now we're going to be seeing True transitioning back into drones. How many drones does he have? Let's take a quick drone count here. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 drones. I guess the rest of it is going to be Zerling, and the cannon is online. The Zerling is going to get pushed back. One more Zerling gets sniped. A hatchery comes down. All right. Rest assured, this is not the end of the game here. I handpicked this game for a particular reason. I have not seen this game, but I know it's epic. So, don't think that it's going to be just a simple fight between a Protoss and a Zerg player. But anyhow, let me just quickly get back to the basics. Here are the elo scores of the various maps. As you can see, Deja Vu, this map that is supposed to be excuse me, a little bit out here. Where's Deja Vu? There it is. Number 1 best map for Protoss. 48.7% win rate. That is the best Protoss can get. Yeah, when we'll be having possibly more probe blocking, because we don't have a Zealot yet. The Zealot will get created soon, and there's gonna be gas getting created, and this probe tries to go there and scout, but he's not able to see anything. He's gonna try to send 2 probes to 2 different directions here. He might need to send this one out as well, and because the Zerglings don't have speed, it would take a long time. And Hydra then is up. Of course, it's gonna be a 4-hatch Hydra bust here. This is gonna be an interesting way to play, because now the Forge is clearly not gonna be it's not going to be salvageable or savable, because it's way forward. And there's gonna be no way the cannon could be placed here on the side. Of course, the spawning position don't really help Snow either. Anyways, Snow is gonna transition into a little bit of a more macro-oriented game now. He's gonna be having his core coming up, and he will want to get his core set out as much as possible. We are seeing the 5th hatchery, so 5 hatcheries before any kind of advanced techs. Only Hydra then is the only tech. I think the Snow Snow sees that. Okay, he saw the creep. So he knows that there's an expansion going there, and the Zealot's gonna have to hide in the corner here. What is he doing with the Zealot? He hides there, and he's found the right location. Looks like there's gonna be a nice attack. Slow reaction from True. He lost his Zergling there, and that's gonna be slightly unfortunate. Well, now he's got 3 Zerglings. He's got 4 Zerglings. Do we have Zergling with speed? We don't. We just have Hydra. Hydra speed is being upgraded. And we are going to be having the first Hydra getting morphed soon. All of these are Hydras. He's making 5 Hydras total. We have a Zealot getting to attack on this base here, and there's no Zerglings to support. The Zerglings are busy chasing that other Zealot. He goes for it. He goes to the Hydra. The Hydra is going to get hidden behind the drones. Very nicely done by BTS here. But the Zealot comes back. You need to micro the Zealot correctly here. He's about to micro correctly, and we have a hidden Nexus. A hidden Nexus for Protoss. I mean, this only happens on these kind of ladder games that don't really mean anything. In a real game, he would never ever go for that. But of course, this is for the fans. This is for Ayur. This is for Westeros. And this is, I don't know, for Katie or whoever. This is some kind of, main lead female character. Anyways, the Overlords, excuse me, the Hydras have found the Zealot. Zealot's gonna get completely surrounded. We are gonna be having just some probes here. Is he gonna send some probes towards the top right? He doesn't. He's just gonna let this, these Hydras, cover up the frontier, and we have a Zealot blocking. The Overlord is not yet sniped, and more Hydras gonna be coming out. And this, what is he trying? Is he gonna try to make a cannon here? He's made 2 pylons. He's made a lot of pylons, but anyhow, the game will have to go on here, and looks like we're gonna be having the second Overlords and the second courses coming out. Is this really the Snow that we know about? Why is he making these random builds? I guess it is the Snow that we know about, because look at his APM. This is his signature APM, 230. It is indeed Snow's APM, or it could be my APM as well, but I think it's gonna be Snow's APM. Anyways, a lot of Hydras coming out, and we have how many guns? We're gonna be having a Robo with Reaver. All right, very unconventional. We don't have this kind of build for a long time, and at the last minute, the probe is gonna have to make a cannon. He's not yet making it. He's waiting to make a cannon now just to cover for that base. Because he knows that the enemy knows that why don't you have any kind of defenses here. And what is this gonna be? Gateway. This is so interesting. We have a Reaver coming out now. Behind this we have is gonna be just another Forge getting created. The Forge will get destroyed, but this Reavers have to protect. He's gonna try to come to this other side because it's gonna be better. Okay, looks like the Reaver gets trapped between the probe. He needs to actually move the Reaver correctly here before the attack commences. What is he doing with the Reaver? He needs to pull the probe back, and he finally pulls the probe back. It's gonna be a Reaver shot. He goes for the shot, and looks like that first shot is a good hit that kills so many Hydras, and that shot could have been a lot later than it did. But anyways, now Snow is going to be able to put his probe on mining. He needs to actually go and mine right now the Corsairs. Do they have any kills? 0 kills on these Corsairs. They need to run home now. Supply wise, we have Snow at 73. Oops, I forgot to turn off these map stats. Sorry about that. And as for BTS has got 75. There's gonna be cannons on the low ground, and Snow hidden base is looking very strong. We're gonna be seeing BTS is checking out for the various location. He wants to know what the enemy has got here. He thinks that it is massive Reavers and Corsairs, but indeed, okay, what is this? Triple Forge. This is only one forge short of what I was normally building, which is about quadruple forge. But he's going to be going for just a single forge. We have a Reaver going for that Hydrus. Nice attack here. There's a drone hanging out. He's going to have to take a great shot. And the micro, that is a completely Snow signature micro of the Shadow. And the Reaver here comes out. And he's going to be able to actually save the situation here a little bit. He needs to kind of back up. We are going to be having Hydrus from all sides covering here. Lair finally coming up for BTS. And now he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 hatchery. The 6th one's got a lair. He's gonna land a Reaver here to take some shot. No, he's waiting patiently. Oh my god, there is going to be burrow technology. Burrow technology. The Shadow's gonna get sniped. He's dropping some Zealot. He's gonna try to go for some kind of very nice. This is almost kind of like a, what are those called? Performance shots. It's not a real shot, you know. It's like just to practice here. He's gonna have to back up, and both the players are gonna be having very, very nice fights. At the last minute, Sno's gonna back up. He's got his second Reaver. He's gonna be making his third one, and the good thing for Snow is that he is able to have this top right completely to himself, and we don't have any kind of reaction at all from BTS. He's completely oblivious of the situation. He's gonna try to check this base. There's nothing here, but we have a Shadow flying around with some forces, and we need to have Zelle with leg coming up here into support. I think finally Sidivadun is coming up, very late Sidivadun, but the Reaver is going to be able to actually support, and he's going to drop a Reaver. He's going to come back and pick up the other Reaver with 3 bases looking very good. Drone's going to get transferred towards the other side of the map, and looks like these courses have seen the drone train here moving towards the top right. What is going to be Snow's reaction? He's got his 3 courses now. He's going to go back and pick up more Reavers. Where the hell is his Reaver? I don't see it. Looks like the courses have to pull back. Very, very nice reaction. And there's a Reaver from the low ground that does a great shot, killing 2 Hydras right away. This Reaver is going to pick up itself and trying to go back. And yeah, the game will continue on from here. We're looking at the 11-minute mark of the game. Still very, very tense moments between these 2 players. We'll be having Overalls finally get sniped supply-wise. Snow 115 and BTS is 94. Snow's 3 base economy is looking strong, and BTS is completely... Maybe he doesn't know about it. I mean, he could not have not known. But anyways, is he making Mutus? He's making 11 Mutualists. And as for Protoss, he's going to be going for armor 1 upgrade, right? And he's going to be going for plasma shield upgrade. He's going to be going for scarab damage upgrade. He's going to be going for Zelle with leg and Dragoon range. A lot of upgrades in the top right is going to get taken. And the Scourges, I think we'll finally see that there's some weird stuff happening here. We need to have some cannons at this base right now. The Scourges will arrive very, very soon. Looks like we're going to be having how many courses? About 5 courses. They don't have the +1 yet. It's not yet completed. Is it completed? Let me just quickly check. No, they don't have the +1 completed. We will have Dragoons and Forces coming out, and looks like with the burrow technology, Snow's going to be super careful. There's going to be Scourges waiting for any kind of drops, but looks like it's going to be a frontal attack, and that's going to allow this base to come up uncontested here. Looks like Snow's gonna have to back up. The course is gonna fly towards the side of the map. It's gonna try to check inside the main. There's gonna be Mutuals already morphing. There are so many Mutuals. It's gonna be a small engagement on this side of the map. The Zealots, do they have leg? They don't have leg just yet. But oh my god, we're gonna be having some crazy air battles. You know, very, very befitting of this fight between these 2 players. These kind of games will normally not happen in real life because it's not really the kind of strategy you want to pull out. Anyways, the Shadow is going to survive, and every single Corsair had got sniped here. This is terrible, terrible damage. What is Snow's plan here? He was very, very lucky. This base is going to be allowed to come up, and that's going to be slightly fortunate for him with this Mutualist. How many Mutualists does BTS has got? 12, which is going to dive in here. There's some Dragoons waiting, and he's going to try to hold here. The Observer is here to spot, and the Dragoon's going to get attacked. And we need to have more Dragoons coming back, and this base finally coming up though, so Snow is allowed to keep his base. He's got his high Templars, which means he's going to be able to support them in the future battle in case there's going to be some Hydrus bust. Anyways, there's going to be the first Corsairs, the first remade Corsairs, I mean, to come out to support, and that Corsair is going to be falling very, very quickly. Dragoons are attacking greatly here. We don't have any kind of reactions in terms of, you know, attacking the top right. The top right Snow is allowed to go up with a lot of bases. What is BTS plan? He's leading with about 20 supply. His 4 base economy is looking very strong. Mutus is gonna try to come out to harass once again, and the Corsair is gonna have to hold position. Mutus will dive in. The Corsairs need to turn back. No turning at all. First of all, we're gonna be having an attack right here though. We need to have a storm. Snow's reaction. He will come out to react, and he has a great storm that kills some of the Hydras and pushes them back. But now the Mutuals have been alerted towards the top right. There are some cannons getting created though, so we shall see what is going to be the next plan now. The rest of the forces from Snow finally come out. He needs to remake his Corsairs because these Mutuals are looking very dangerous. They start to fly towards the top right, and we have how many cannons? We have 3 cannons. We need to have high templars to support as well. There's going to be some dragoons, and high templars going to be blocking, and there is going to be some nice attacks coming up. Do you follow this game with me or not? If you enjoyed this game, feel free to buy me coffee. The link to that is going to be in the video description. By the way, these videos will release early who have those who have supported me in the last days. These are the gentlemen who have supported me in the last days. Mr. Daniel and who else? Mr. Wang. There's gonna be some major attacks happening in the map. It looks like Star's gonna get pushed back. Who else I want to thank in the middle of the battles here? I'd like to thank Mr. George. And last but not least, the last person I'd like to thank is going to be Mr. Sea Goblin. Thank you for your support in the last 100 days, and the battles are still raging on. Let's turn off these thanking graphics here. And it looks like the first Reavers is gone. Hydras are diving through. We have reinforcement or not? We don't have reinforcement. This base might get busted. The probe need to evacuate on the high ground. The Archon, does he have enough energy for Maelstrom? Not yet. The probe's gonna have to run around. The Reavers returning, but there's gonna be some Scourges chasing it. Do we have a cannon? Looks like the Mutuals are diving through. This base has got some Zerg to support. The cannon need to support. The cannon is gonna be able to support. The Shadows are allowed to live. The Shadow lives. We're going to be having some high templates, and he's going to morph into some Archons now. And how many Mutuals remains after the battle? There's still 6 Mutuals. The Hydras on the low ground is supporting nicely here, but these Mutuals are going to try to snipe the Shadow and the Reaver, but the top right goes to Snow. The Reaver will arrive. He will need to take some great shot. The Archon need to support. The Archon come out to support. It looks like the Reaver is one Reaver snipe, but the Shadow sniper squad, we're going to be having more Dragoons. The Reaver could cast one last shot. This last shot is money shot, killing so many Hydras. And Hydras is going to try to reinforce from the bottom side of the map, but Dragoons have popped at just the right moment. The Archon needs to support as well. More Dragoons coming out. We're looking at a 60-minute mark of the game, and it looks like BTS has got a decided advantage, unless Snow is able to come back with some miracle. But for now, we will have a Dark Templar. Overlord don't have speed. We're looking at a 60-minute mark of the game, and Overlord don't have speed, but we will have Overlord moving over now. So that's nice. Dragoons need to attack correctly here. What is going to be situation? Dragoons is going to push these Hydras back supply-wise. Looks like Snow is 114 only, and BTS is 112. Upgrades is 222 for Protoss, and for Zerg is only +2 carapace. And why are these Dragoons being so chicken? Just retreating like that. He finally come out and push these Hydras back. But the next attack is looking dangerous. We do have a dark Templar, some high Templars on high ground. That is going to be very interesting here to watch. He's going to try to expand here, right in the face of the okay, nice attack. Looks like slow reaction, very slow reaction from BTS. He's lost an entire clump of Hydras, but anyways, these Hydras are gonna try to move on this other side of the map, and looks like we need to have more storms coming from the ground. Looks like he's gonna try to come down south. He's gonna have to move slowly here. He gets the Overlord, nicely done. Another Dark Templar will come down south. We have an expansion coming up. What is gonna be the plan for BTS? He's got so many hatches. What about tech? He finally have the fire attack, as well as greater spy. Does he have an expansion here? He doesn't have an expansion here. There's going to be Hydras getting ready to actually go to this side, and Hydras are actually gearing up. So we have Dark Templar moving towards the top right, but this Hydra is going to try to attack. We have a single Dark Templar, 2 Zealot, and 3 High Templars. Of course, they don't have the energy upgrade yet. Looks like there's going to be Hydras coming from all sides. The Dark Templar, I've seen them. We need to have Dragoons moving towards that side to support, and there's going to be a nice attack. Hydra needs to he will cast a Storm. That is a great storm. No reaction whatsoever from BTS, and now we're going to be having Maelstrom. It used to be morphing into Archon nicely then, but it's going to be attack coming from the back. So many Hydras. This base cannot get saved. He's going to cancel every single cannon, and he's going to have to send everyone back home now. There's going to be no way that he could actually win. Look at the supply. Look at the supply. BTS got about 20 supply advantage compared to his enemy, but looks like there's going to be a small attack here. I don't think this is going to be able to help here. There's going to be a plague on that juicy group of Dragoons, I think. If BTS played the card right, this Nexus will fall, but these Dark Templars are buying a lot of time. Of course, this is a performance game. This is a show match, just showing to us, how crazy things could get in Starcraft, and not really the kind of optimal strategy you'd like to play in a normal game. But there's going to be the next attack coming up from Snow. He's trying to remake a lot of the forces here, and he's trying to push the enemy back. But this base is cancelled, and BTS got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases. Snow has got 3.5 almost. This base is gonna have to get remade. There's gonna be a small engagement in the middle map, but it's gonna get surrounded from all sides. There's gonna be Mutuals coming out attacking this base. There are just a couple of cannons. We might have Guardians. Yes, it is going to be Guardians, and of course Snow is completely oblivious of situation. He's gonna send some Zelle towards the top left, but there are some Zerglings and Hydras waiting. They're just gonna have to retreat now. They will try to snipe as much as possible, but these Cracklings are so strong. A single Zealot just coming out here to buy time. They will go and hide on the backside. Nicely done, just to kill as many drones as possible. And it looks like Dragoons have to see the Guardians hiding in the back. He's not seeing them. The Guardians will reveal themselves very soon. There's gonna be some storm. I just faced this kind of Guardian play just a couple of days ago. It was very annoying. There is gonna be a storm. He's gotta have the storm now. He is gonna be losing so many high tempo. He casts a storm. He gets how many guardians? He gets 1 guardian. He might get another one, and that's good. But he will need to get as many of them as possible. What is gonna be the next part here? These guardians are gonna get destroyed. There's gonna be an Archon. Hoping there's gonna be another storm that kills another guardian. No, not yet. Not yet. Gas is very, very precious in this matchup. He will cast a last attack, and there's still going to be more guardians waiting in the backside here. It's going to be slightly unfortunate. Look at this huge line of Zerg forces coming because he knows there are going to be no more high templars. But looks like Snow's going to try to come out here. He's going to have to expand. He needs to save his base. These Zelle's going to get destroyed, and so much Sauron Zerg coming towards the side of the map. And these guardians will be finished very, very soon here. What is going to be the plan? The Zelle's have to back up. The 2 Archons will be completely useless against the guardians. And Snow is not moving the forces onto that side. Maybe he will sack the base on the low ground. The Guardians already continue to attack again. Supply-wise, what are we seeing here? BTS 171 and Snow 161. There's going to be a drop. Is it going to be a drop? I think it looks like it could be a drop. That's going to be a doom drop. It's going to be so devastating. A single Guardian. And we have a scout. Not bad. A scout is a nice idea just to completely, salvage the situation here. And there's gonna be a drop, and there's gonna be a storm getting ready here. Snow's got a chance for a storm. He could storm right now. He's got so many spellcaster. He needs to storm everyone. He loses the first high templar. He's playing like Shadow. He loses the second high templar. He's definitely playing a Shadow today. And he could cast 1 storm. Is it gonna be sufficient? And very nice dodge. Amazing dodge, and there's going to be possibly some plague as well, maybe some dark storm at the last minute. All of these units are going to get destroyed, and those units are going to get forced morph into Archon. So this Nexus is saved, sure. It is safe, but it's not going to be the end of the attack. More forces coming out, and Snow is slightly behind. He needs to send probes towards his brand new base. Snow is trying to play from the back. I think his original Shadow and Reavers have gone because the robotics were destroyed. Did he remake his robotics somewhere? I don't see it. He didn't remake his robotics. Enemies, Guardians. It's gonna be Lurker's gonna come through, and we could have a storm here, but looks like those units don't have enough energy, and he's gonna be losing so much forces. Nice storm from the high ground. He could cast another one if he's got energy for it, but he doesn't. He doesn't have these probes. Need to get evacuated on the high ground. Nice, and the battery is providing some nice coverage, but is it gonna be enough or not? I don't think so. Probes are falling very, very fast. It's gonna be an attack from the back. There's a single observer to spot here. Of course, these Dark Storm will be allowed to stay here for a while. There's gotta have a storm onto the Dark Storm itself. Observers need to get involved. The Archons are getting lost on the high ground. Where are the observers? He's just storming, random units here. There's an observer right here, but he's not able to see it. He will plow through. He will just storm random stuff. There's gonna be a the Dark Templar coming through just to snipe the Defiler. He gets the Zerling though. He will try to clear the forces here. More hatcheries coming up, and let's see if excuse me, Snow is going to be able to hold and retake this base or not. He is very, very, very desperate right now, Snowman. He lost his base as well. The probes can get sent towards the top right, but most of them will get executed along the way. Nicely done by BTS. And Snow is going to do what? He's got a single dot, but just buying some time. This is my kind of game. This is what I do on ladder. Anyways, it's going to be some great storm. He needs to cast a storm. He's not storming. What are you doing? It's so easy. Press the storm button right now. I think the button for it is T or S or something. He loses 4 Hydras. He's playing a Shadow, man. He's playing like Shadow today. We're going to be having a drop in the main. That's going to be a Guardian. Yeah, I think I saw what happened there. He forgot his 4 Hydra because he was facing a drop in the main. There's going to be more attacks. And this force is going to get completely executed. All of the forces for Snow's got +3 upgrades all around. But it's not enough. It's not enough because he doesn't have enough money. He definitely doesn't have money. There's going to be some more storms on these, on these lurkers. And he stormed 1 unit. Not bad. He gets it. He might get another one, but he doesn't have enough gas. He need to actually go and mine more gas, but he doesn't. He is actually not mining it. There's gonna be another attack on this other side of the map, and there's gonna be just some desperate storm to finish the battle here. But of course, looks like BTS is completely winning here. He will clear out the last of the dragoons. There's gonna be some Archon coming back to save the day. Sure, why not? This is of course very, very fun for all of us to watch. But the game has officially ended about 10 minutes ago, and I guess Snow will attempt a breakout here. It's gonna be very hard. He comes down south. There are some lurkers, but the Archons are doing good damage. This Archon is very, very damaged, but he's gonna be able to get saved, and I guess he will be able to retake this base at some point. He needs to go for the gas, man. He needs more gas. He needs more gas. Anyways, we will have a Dart Templar coming out to support here, and look at the huge Sauron Zerg style army coming from BTS. That storm is great. The second storm, not bad. The third storm is going to be able to hit something, not bad as well. Chasing, forcing these Hydras to run around like chickens, but now all of the stormy units have been largely depleted, and now nice attack from the Hydras to snipe individual Dragoons. We might have an attack from the back. This drone's going to get destroyed here, and Snow is going to try to come back once again. He was forced to once again cancel his Nexus. His Robo will fall. He doesn't have... he's got an observatory somewhere in his main, I think. Yeah, but if he loses his Robo, he cannot make any more forces. We're going to be having a storm from the high ground. Sure, why not? It's going to have the energy soon, but it will not be enough here. Some random forces in the middle map just trying to buy time. Very, very inefficient from Snow. And yeah, looks like BTS is going to be winning this game. So if you've enjoyed this, guys, feel free to buy me coffee. It's going to be in the video description. By the way, there is going to be the next epic gameplay between two epic players that is going to be revealed to you soon. And if you bought me coffee in the last 30 days, these gentlemen whose photos and names are appearing on the screen will have access to it early. The rest of us will just watch it a little bit later. But for now, let's just enjoy this end. What can Snow do? Can Snow put up a fight for us here, because he's gonna be losing? Okay, at least he sniped his hatchery in the middle of the map. Drone's gonna get sent towards the top right. There's gonna be some Sunkets going up and more attacks happening. But without the observer, he's playing blind. It's like that game between Boxer and a blind Starcraft player who just... Yeah, Boxer, I believe in that game about 10 or 15 years ago it was played, or maybe 20 years ago. Boxer was also forced to play blind for about 10 minutes. And after that, he was allowed to play normal. You know, and the other guy just have to play blind for the entire game. It sounds like kind of a very unfair game. But for a blind person, if you're used to playing StarCraft blind, it's just becomes second nature to you almost. You use different mechanism to kind of spot things. Of course, you have to try to trigger sounds. You know, units have to be attacked, and you have to hotkey everything and use the hotkey to remember exactly what's happening. There's gonna be storm, nicely done, and BTS kind of brushed through the storm there. There's gonna be a second storm to follow up here, but now BTS is leading by 60 supply. He's gonna try to take up this base and try to play from there. And as for Snow, he's trying to regain his composure. He's gonna have to remake a lot of the forces, but it's gonna be impossible now, and it is going to be won by BTS. Nicely done, and I hope that you have a great week ahead of you. But this game is not yet ending. It will end soon, but still not quite. We still have just a bit more to go, because BTS is refusing to finish up the game. He's not yet coming in to completely kill off Snow. He's gonna try to slowly take out various buildings. The Nexus is complete and probes need to get sent, and finally Snow has realized that I don't have any gas. He's realized that he's lacking gas and he needs to buy something from the petrol station or switch to electric vehicles. Nice Blake, and looks like Snow is not paying attention. He's gonna be losing so many forces to these lurkers. He will need to pull back. He finally will pull back. He lost a couple of forces there. These Archons could try to come out and snipe the Scourges. Yeah, sure, not bad, but completely one-sided ending to this game. Now we have almost maxed out situation by BTS, but this Dark Templar is just waiting in the backside, just waiting for the battle to start here before actually going and attack. He is gonna try to slowly eat up the lurker, but it will take a long time. Finally, the Dark Templar is gonna be able to come in, but that's gonna be the moment for Dark Templar to retreat because there's some overlords. And yeah, 200 supply for BTS, 100 supply for Snow. The Dark Templar gets a couple of kills. Not bad, but it's not gonna be sufficient. Not sufficient at all. And where are these probes coming from? Suddenly he's found like 8 probes that will last for a while, and it's gonna be a storm. Not bad. He gets the lurker will just go and reburrow themselves somewhere else. There are no Dragoons. Finally, there's gonna be some Dragoons on this low ground. And what is gonna be Snow's plan? He's gonna get sandwiched, or he would try to sandwich the enemy first. Nice Plague, beautiful Plague to eat up so many of those Xenots. And now it's gonna be impossible for for BTS to do something. He casts one nice storm just to save the day, and maybe he will send a Dark Templar back, and these Zealots have to fall back. And what is Snow's plan? He's busy attacking here, but he's lost so many Zealots in that engagement. This is my kind of a mistake, and Snow is gonna be mined out in his main. But that was a fun game for all of us to watch here. So if you've enjoyed this cast once again, I don't know, just buy me coffee. There is gonna be the ultimate Batmaner. Nicely done by BTS to clear up Snow's remaining units here. because it's completely maxed out. And of course, if you're Protoss, you can steal units, but if you are Zerg, you can only brutify the enemy's units. But anyways, thanks a lot for your support, and we will see you in the next part of the commentary, because this might be the final battle. So many Zerglings are streaming through. Very, very nice. And Broodwar forever. Look at this. Look at this huge line of Sauron Zerg coming through and clearing out the last of the cannons. We don't have yet GG, and finally we have GG by Snow. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.